All right, everyone. Now we get to go and break down each layer of the TCP/IP model. Let's go ahead and start with the application layer. Now, some of this should be familiar to you because of the OSI. All right, if you didn't know about the TCP/IP. If it's not, well, hey, now you're learning. The application layer are considered the communication protocols. When you're sending email, what do we use? SMTP. When you're going just browsing in itself, what are we doing? HTTP. If we're doing email, right, through, let's say, some form of web browser, right, webmail, we can use IMAP or POP, right? We have DNS we use on a daily basis. We can do FTP, DHCP, a routing protocol, all these things, RIP, SIP, when we're doing voice. All these different things are actual communication protocols that are nearest the user and nearest the network. They're the ones that go out and see if the network is ready to receive information. They check all that. So when we're talking about the application layer, and if you're asked a question in your certification exam or just an interview or anybody trying to be funny with you, okay? If you talk about application layers, protocols, or you're talking about application, what works at the application layer. Don't say like things like Excel because it's an application or Word or anything like that. No, what they're referring to are these communication protocols that actually access the network to see if it's possible to send information and how we send this particular information and through where. Like here, we have SSH, which uses port 22, and Telnet, which uses port 23. One's encrypted, one is not. So there's many, these are not the only ones. It's just some things I threw up there, okay? Again, do you need to memorize this entire list? Memorize the more common ones. Understand that this is what they're talking about. So when you take your multiple choice test, you say, oh, okay. Just to throw something out there. If I, an administrator, want to send an email to a remote user that at 2 o'clock he needs to upgrade whatever, or he needs to be at a meeting, well, what's the highest level that I'm using in the TCP/IP model? The application layer, because I'm using the browser. So these are the ways that you may be tested. But again, application layer protocols are communication protocols. They're not actual applications. They're protocols that access the network. All right? Well, with that said, I'll see you in the next one.